What is good? We have a very long offseason video to go through. Here's how the divisional playoffs went, other than us taking that L. Steelers beat the Chargers, Packers beat the Cowboys, and the Colts beat the Patriots. So Steelers-Colts for the AFC Championship, and then we have the Saints and the Packers, it looks like. Yep, and there's our disappointment. Here's some stuff talking about James Butler. And yeah, with the emergence of Kenny Phillips, he may be on his way out. Because, I mean, let's keep it real. Kenny Phillips, I was going to develop him, but James Butler got hurt, and Kenny Phillips came in and balled, so I can't bench him after that. I mean, he's a Pro Bowler. So this ends up being the Super Bowl, like, actually in the 2009 season, and the Saints beat the Colts. Oh, my gosh. Just like the actual 2009 season, this is what happened. And this is the 2009 season. That is crazy. Saints beat the Colts. How ironic that time actually did happen this way. Interesting stuff. But hey, we lost to the future Super Bowl champions both times. We lost to the Super Bowl champions last year and this year. So, hey, I'm not tripping too much. Disappointed, yes, but surprised, Surprised, too. I'm actually both surprised and disappointed. So here's the rest of those stats. And now moving into awards, Eli Manning comes through with the MVP, followed by the runner-up of Vince Young, and then Plaxico with his 24 touchdowns, Tom Brady and Ryan Grant. Offensive Player of the Year goes to the man who breaks Randy Moss's record for a single season receiving touchdowns. Defensive Player of the Year is John Beason. That's what I like to see, man. I'm always a fan of John Beason, and he was balling for our Colts franchise back in the Madden 09 Fantasy Picked one. Who knows? Maybe we'll do another fantasy draft one and pick him up as our middle linebacker again. I don't know. Here's the rookies. Looks like the Lions have a solid linebacker. Best QB, Eli. We'll take that. Peyton right behind him. So, hey, we're rewriting history. We're putting Eli in the same category as Peyton. Low key. Best defensive lineman, Julius Peppers. No surprise there. We had both of those guys on our Colts franchise. And Kenny Phillips, best DB. That's what's up. Best coach, Mike McCarthy. Whatever. So here's the Pro Bowl. I'm going to go ahead and go through this. Derek Anderson cracks the Pro Bowl. What the heck? So I'm going to let this go ahead and run for the AFC, and then I'll get on for the NFC. The one highlight from the AFC is the Colts finish with 11 Pro Bowlers. Now here's the NFC. Eli Romo and Drew Brees. Interesting stuff. Here are the running backs. Now the fullbacks. Receiver, no surprise. Plaxico's the first one. Chad Johnson and Roy Williams. Roy Williams is still on the Lions. I guess they haven't decided to ship him off to Dallas or get rid of him yet. Deion Branch makes it too. Okay, respect. Chris Wilson's the top tight end. He's from our division. McKenzie makes it. So does Subert. Trent Cole and Patrick Kearney, Chris Long, Colin Jenkins. There's Darnell Dockett, Rocky McIntosh. He's playing solid for Washington. Same with DeMarcus Ware for Dallas. Patrick Willis and John Beason. No surprise there. Those guys are balling. Randall Gay is the top corner. Interesting. Marcus Trufant, Brian Kelly, Aaron Ross makes it for us. Kenny Phillips makes it for us. Dante Whitner makes it for us. So, yeah, we got 3 guys in the secondary going. We need to get Namdi in there so we can get 4, but we'll get Namdi in there. We need to get him some more picks. I mean, in this defense, it's hard to make Pro Bowl when people don't really throw at you either. Here's our net income, $65.85 million. So I'm going to try to see if I can get a new Meadowlands to be built. I don't know if the Jets are going to be with it, but that's my plan, is submit a proposal this year, and we'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, we have to try again the year after. So I went ahead and already did the design and stuff like that. So now I have to submit a proposal. I can't even remember how much the proposal was, but our proposal was declined. The city didn't like it, so we can't try until the year after. And then at that point, we wouldn't be able to get a new stadium for season 5. But I'm going to tell you right now, if we do it after season 3 and it doesn't work, I give up. Because we're doing it after season 2. Yes, I saw the thing with the linebackers. Yes, we do need better linebackers. Now that the business stuff is behind us. And then here's some other stuff. All right, retired players. Terrell Owens is calling it a career, his lone season with the Raiders. Brian Greasy's leaving the Jets. Fred Taylor's leaving Seattle. Bye-bye Mike Sellers. Donald Driver's done too, his lone year with the Eagles. Farr has a career-ending injury, and he's only 22. That's disappointing. Too young. Amani Toomer is done. We're going to miss you, buddy. Appreciate you with those sure hands. And then there were some other guys. Let's look at what Farr did before his career ended. 14 catches, 118 yards, and a touchdown, so respectable. He was a high pick, too. That sucks for him. Mark Campbell. There's Dan Campbell. He used to play for the Lions. Now he's their current head coach, and I think he's a good coach. His team just sucks, straight up. They have no talent, in my opinion, other than, like, DeAndre Swift and T.J. Hawkinson. I mean, that's a little bit on a tangent. Oh, Greg Ellis and Mike Vrabel are gone. Interesting. But, yeah, my point being is that Dan Campbell, there goes Zach Thomas, too. Sean Springs is retired. Oh, my goodness. Nick Harper and Samari roll, too. But my point being is that Dan Campbell just doesn't have any talent, so it's not his fault that the Lions suck, because his team sucks. I don't think he sucks as a coach. I just think his team sucks. Know what I mean? So, yeah, there's your retired players. Now moving on. Fred Robbins, we're going to let go. He's getting up there. Craig Hentrich, he's an old man. We already have a young punter anyway. Derek Ward, we're letting go. Like I said, that's why I gave him the ball that last two-point conversion. Danny Clark's up there in age. We're letting him go, too. So here's our restricted free agents. Kevin Boss gets a year. Ahmad Bradshaw gets a year. Zach Diossi gets a year. And that's prove-it years for Ahmad Bradshaw and Kevin Boss. And Plaxico's going to hold out with 1 year left on his contract. I can understand. So we're going to pay him, which at that point in time, and the standards for paying at this point in time, that's a lot of money. Now, you submit that contract to a top receiver nowadays, they're going to laugh at you. So, yeah, we're just going to re-sign some players. I'll bring Sonoris Moss back. Why not? Bring back these little young receivers in case something happens to my other receivers. I don't mind it. They haven't done anything detrimental to the team. And I don't have to pay them very much anyway. Look at that cap room. So those guys, well, actually, Kevin Booth we're going to bring back. I think we're bringing back Wilkinson, too. I don't know, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Yeah, Wilkinson's coming back. I want to try to bring all those guys back, actually. Yeah, Wilkinson, I don't even think I'm going to keep him all 4 years. I might dump him eventually. Wimper, he got that pass. You know, we got to keep him. He's shown he can go out as an extra tight end and make some plays. And Ahmad Bradshaw, we're going to lock up. We're going to give him an offer now. Lock him up. I felt that he has proven himself already to be the future. Hence why we let Derek Ward walk. So let's lock him up behind Jacobs for the time being. Antonio Pierce, he has 1 year left. So we're submitting a trade. We're going to send Antonio Pierce a second and a third to the Niners for Patrick Willis. Antonio Pierce is getting up there, so we get a young middle linebacker. We're also going to try to bring in Keith Bullock. I said we're going to get those middle linebackers going. Patrick Willis had 24 sacks last year, and I think he will fit great. If Antonio Pierce can do all that, and I'm not saying Antonio Pierce is bad. He was solid in his day. But if he can do all that, then a young linebacker that's bigger, faster, and stronger can do that. So, yeah. We're going to put some offers out there for Tommy Harris. I thought about Vince Wilfork, but had him in the Colts franchise, and we already put an offer to Tommy Harris. I don't want both of them to come. So we'll see. I saw Brian Urlacher has an offer from the Lions, like he's going to go there. No way I see that happening. But I've seen stranger things in these free agency things, like when they hoard a bunch of kickers, as my man said in the comments. I forget his name, but he'll always be commenting saying these teams hoard kickers. We did get Keith Bullock. We get Tommy Harris. That's what's up. And it was between Lavernius Coles and Chris Chambers. I decided to go with Chris Chambers. They're about the same age. I think Coles might have better hands, but Chambers I felt would be the better fit. I wanted to keep Coles in New York, but you never know. So we get Chris Chambers and Desmond Bishop. And then here are some of the free agency signings. Carson Palmer is going to be the new quarterback for the Chargers. Philip Rivers goes to the Packers. Aaron Rodgers goes to the Texans. Interesting stuff. Tavares Jackson to the Bengals. I wonder how that's going to work out. Here are some free agents. Alex Smith hasn't been signed. Interesting. Willie Parker to the Browns within the division, leaving the Steelers. Ronnie Brown to the Titans. Jamal Lewis to the Cardinals. Derek Ward goes to the Bengals. Edgerrin James goes to the Jets. So he'll be in our area, just not playing for us. And Torrey Holt is a Steeler. Lavernius Coles to Buffalo. Chris Chambers, we know. DJ Hackett goes to the Chargers to replace Chris Chambers. Devin Hester to the Jaguars. Mike Furry to the Titans. Walters to the Ravens. Okay. Ernest Wilford goes to the Bengals, too. Not too many tight end signings. Here's some left tackles. Okay. Interesting stuff. Frame Salam to the Ravens. Okay. Eugene Amato to the Patriots. Okay. Robert Gallery to the Patriots. Chester Pitts to the Lions. Brad Meester re-signs with the Jaguars. Same with Cruitt's re-signing with the Bears. Raiola goes to the 49ers, so that's a new move. Kynan Fournette, he re-signs to the Falcons. Okay. Interesting stuff here. Cowboys go get a right tackle and Mark Tosher. Willie Colon to the Cardinals. Sean Locklear to the Packers. Vernon Carey to the Cardinals. Derek Burgess to Cleveland. Interesting stuff. We actually have Derek Burgess on our Madden 06 Browns franchise. Y'all need to check that out if you haven't, because we got straight ballers on that team. We're definitely going to get that season going a little more, jump-starting it now that finals are out of the way. Thank the Lord. And your boy held it down in the classroom, so we're good. I held it down. Now I'm doing this. I'm going to hold it down for the next few weeks. Vince Wilfork did go to the Lions. That's crazy, but I don't know if Urlacher did. Those are some interesting signings, though. And Fred Robbins went to the Cowboys, by the way. I don't know if it showed it, but yeah, he did. Crazy enough, so we're going to be playing him twice a year. I still can't get over the Michael Strahan thing, and I've gotten a lot of crap about it from my friends who are Giants fans who saw it. They said, how could you let him go there? James Harrison to the Colts. Interesting stuff. Greenwood to the Steelers. Joey Porter to the Texans. Zakeo Spikes to Tampa. Terrence Newman to the Saints. Rashean Mathis to New England. Terrence McGee to Houston. Packers bring in Lee Bodden. Interesting stuff. Nick Clements to Jacksonville. Anthony Henry's going back to the Browns. He was with the Browns years before. Antoine Winfield is with the Lions. And we all know who his son is. His son's the safety for Tampa in modern day, real life. Adrian Wilson to the Bears. Interesting stuff. Dwight Smith to the Cardinals. He's still in the league. I didn't know that. Rob Barona signs with the Jaguars. Robbie Gould, Steelers. Shane Graham, Titans. Phil Dawson, Saints. Neil Rackers, Vikings. Janikowski goes to the Browns. A lot of these guys sign like 1 or 2 year deals. That's why these kickers bounce around so much. Mike Nugent to the Lions. Sweezum to the Panthers. Cundiff to the Broncos. I don't know who Elling is, but whatever. Shane Leckler to the Packers. Andy Lee to the Patriots. Interesting stuff. Where did Craig Hendricks go? That's what I want to know. Oh, he went to the Bears. So interesting stuff there. So here we are trying to get another defensive lineman to back up Justin Tuck, but the Bears will have too many picks if we trade them all those picks. So we're going to take one out of the equation, and we send them a 1st and a 7th for Anderson, and we still have a 4th, 5th, and 6th round pick. Like I said, we're invested in winning now, and I think we have the team to do it. It may be a little unrealistic to send a lot of picks away, but hey, the LA Rams are making it more realistic with what they're doing. So hey, maybe I'm just the LA Rams, but maybe a little more successful. I don't know. LA Rams haven't won anything yet, so it's not necessarily a hot take quite yet. So the Jets trade the first overall pick in the first round to the Broncos. So the Broncos made the first pick. So here we are with our pick finally, and we're going to get this guy right here, Denham. He's 6 foot and almost 240, so he's a pretty stocky fellow. So we're going to invest in him. He runs a 4.55. That's not bad for 240. And we'll see how good he is in the future. Maybe I'll get him some time. We'll see what he can do. And we're looking at this center right here because, Sean O'Hara is getting old. So we're going to invest in that guy. And then round 6, pick 28. This guy's got a 4.3, can jump pretty high. Apparently he has no IQ test. He's probably just a knucklehead, but I think we can get him right. So let's take the chance. So now we just got to sign these guys, and we sign them all. Yeah, because look at our cap room. We are good. So here is free agent signing part 2. Let's go through. Looks like the quarterbacks weren't touched. Kyle Borrow being the top free agent. Travis Henry, Fred Jackson are signed. You can see the teams. That's a Sean Foster going to the Patriots. Interesting. Pierre Thomas to the Jets. Correll Buckhalter getting signed. Here's the fullbacks. Receivers, Roydell Williams to the Bears. Dennis Northcutt to the Panthers. A rookie receiver that's 79 overall. I guess he didn't get signed. Jermichael Finley to the Chargers. Michael Gaines. Ben Troop to the Lions. Anthony Becht gets signed. Let's see. Keep it going. Wade Smith going to the Lions. And, the Lions aren't that bad in this, believe it or not. They didn't even go 0-16 season 1. The worst team is actually the Jets. And you guys will never believe who the Jets have now. I'm going to spoil it. I don't know if the video showed it before, but the Jets got their hands on Peyton Manning. Yeah, spoiler. I don't know if it's shown in this video, but I know because I started playing the preseason. I went through the preseason. I'm just waiting to start the regular season now. Peyton Manning is on the Jets now. So, unfortunately, we won't get a Giants-Colts Manning Bowl this season. The Manning Bowl will be the next season, and it'll be a interstate rivalry in East Rutherford, New Jersey, between the Giants and the Jets. So I guess Peyton Manning's really trying to see if he's the GOAT, if he can go revive a 2-14 Jets team. So we'll see what happens. But I just thought that was quite interesting. Y'all would think that was interesting that he went to the Jets, the worst team in the league. And the Jets drafted a quarterback in the first round season 2, and they just gave up on him. They said, forget it. We got Peyton Manning. Let's roll. Looks like Danny Clark goes to the Broncos. Al Harris to Jaguars. Deshae Townsend did go to the Lions. We went against him in the preseason. Spoiler alert. Jason David, we went against him in the preseason. Same with Stanley Wilson. So interesting stuff there. Let's see anything in the safeties. No, they're just showing this guy. Oh, wait, that's the guy that I don't know how the Colts released him. I don't know why the Colts would release him. He made a Pro Bowl. Yeah, Greer, he was a Pro Bowl rookie for them last year, and the Colts released him, I guess. Maybe they got into it. Maybe he was doing some dirt off the field, and they had to cut him. I don't know. But either way, that doesn't make any sense. Now that I'm showing this video again, I'm going through it, and I'm commentating it. It's in the details I remember. That's right. I mean, this was before the fall semester, so you got to cut me a break that I forget some stuff. Why is Sebastian Janikowski out there again? What the heck? Didn't he just get signed in free agent period? That's weird. So Sebastian Janikowski signed with the team, and then they cut him after signing him. That is ridiculous. But, hey, that happens. There are teams that will cut guys, and then they'll release them. But usually not guys of that caliber. You know what I'm saying? They cut, like, the guys who are, like, the last man on the 90-man roster. You know what I'm saying? Here's our scorecard. I don't care what they say about our draft. I really don't. I care about wins, postseason wins, all that crap.